What's going on, gang? Man, Chris Thompson here with my man Ryan, title sponsor of the Phoenician Classic, and I kind of popped in on his house unannounced.
I don't even know what happened. He's just knocking on the door or something.
He didn't know.
Don't even know.
He didn't even realize I googled his address.
Guy lives in a different state and shit, and he's right here.
So I decided to pop in on the title sponsor and just shoot the shit with him a little bit and just really like try to get a grasp of what's going on inside this massive brain of this kid. This guy here just shows up on the scene and just immediately just conquers it. And the thing I love about it the most is like he and I kind of share like the same type of passion and love for bodybuilding.
Yep.
So by him being a coach himself and me myself a coach, I just want to kind of pick his brain to get a different perspective on a couple of things. So Ryan, tell me,
man.
We are officially 13 weeks out from the Phoenician Classic. Where should a competitor be? Where should they be at inside of like with their mindset, their nutrition, and their training?
Yeah, so I mean, in any prep, the goal should always be the same, right? Be better than you were before. So if you're a first-time competitor, you don't really have that option of being better than you were before on stage, but you got the option of getting that first goal, getting, the right mindset to achieve that and be better than, wherever you were before. And so, competitors, I think that often now with social media, they can get in their head a lot about where they should be, who's here, who's doing that. They can see who's doing the show. They can be like, oh no, what's going on here? But, the goal for me, even 13 days out, 13 weeks out, same goal, come in, be better, do better than you did before, So
Absolutely.
That's kind of the mindset I think a competitor needs to have right now, wherever they're at.
No doubt, no doubt. So what is 13 weeks out, what does the nutrition look like for them? Somebody we'll take both avenues. Let's say somebody that's an experienced athlete, what does their nutrition should be looking like in a beginner? Somebody that has no idea what they're gonna look like on stage, what nutrition should look like for them.
Yeah, so I mean, the way that I do everything's flexible dieting, macro tracking. I don't do a ton of meal plans and stuff, but either way, your nutrition should be directed, right? So if you're doing a meal plan, you're doing a macro plan, whatever, you need to know what you're doing and where the end game's gonna be. So you gotta have your protein, your carbs, your fats, all that dialed in, and you gotta be hitting it consistently to produce whatever result. Obviously, everybody's different. Where everybody's gonna be is gonna depend on where they started, right? So the advanced athlete who's coming into it, they kind of know how their body's going to respond, especially if they've been working with a coach or something like that for a while. They can kind of predict what stuff worked for them in the past, maybe now. The people that are beginners, first timers, you just got to follow the plan. Hopefully you're not rolling in blind on that, just trying to just wing it yourself. Maybe you are, maybe you just want to have a good time. Either way though, you got to have something to follow. You got to be consistent, right?
Absolutely. So you heard that, right? Follow the plan.
That's right.
Whatever the plan is, follow it.
Yeah.
Don't deviate.
Don't try to make it faster. Don't try to go faster.
Follow the plan.
The plan's working. Doesn't matter how fast it's going. Keep going with the plan, right?
You heard that. Follow the plan. All right. So as far as training, 13 weeks out, training.
Yeah.
What does that kind of look like?
For me, so all the people I got, we're still kind of in the build phase right now. We're still attaining the right, muscle structure, upper, lower body balance for whatever classes these people are in. Inside the 12-week window is usually when I have more people start cutting down. So right now, this is like the end of the build phase. The end of the kind of, getting the right symmetry, shape, proportion, all that, to bring it to the stage.
Nice. All right, so you heard it. It's pretty much like, and his setup is really similar to how I would set it up, is that before you hit that 12-week mark, it's kind of like cleanup time. You're cleaning up bad habits. You're cleaning up your nutrition. Your training kind of remains the same, because you're in this building phase, so to speak. And then finally, when you hit that 12-week mark, everything's cleaned up, nutrition's cleaned up, training's cleaned up. You mentally know that, all right, it's 12 weeks out. I got to get ready for a show because everything else is ready to go. So now it's just a holding pattern, so to speak.
Yeah, right. The plan, man. This is the consistency. That's the key all around.